Well, it's that time again. Outer Points Productions is about to go live with another Knockout Challenge match. Join me, Little Cheddar, and my guest live at the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, as we will be delivering some of the best mediocre commentary in the business. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the match, and don't forget to jump in the chat and say hello. Please take the time to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that like button, and share it with all your friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you right after this word from our fabulous sponsors.
Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet in the Port of Sheboygan is Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader, running the most trips and catching the most fish. Enjoy great fishing for trout and salmon aboard one of our 6 fully equipped modern charter boats with experience and professional crews. See why Dumper Dan's is the most popular name in the industry. We offer fishing and lodging packages featuring the best in riverfront condos and hotel accommodations. Half or 3/4 day trips available, so call to make your reservations today or log on to dumperdan.com. Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet, Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another wonderful Masters KO Challenge match. Tonight we got Dale Little Cheddar's Lorenz against Zach. Oh my God, I'm having a space on his last name.
Hagenkord.
Thank you. Matt Strong is in the booth with me.
How do you turn this down? Holy cow, it's like you're screaming at me.
Try that one.
Yeah, that's better. Much better. Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's disturbing.
Usually when it's one-on-one, we don't even wear the headphones anymore. But either way,
Oh,
that's
really?
fine. Yeah.
Oh, that would be better.
Yeah. Anyways, we're ready to have some fun. So let me bring up the rules quick for everybody. So we'll switch the camera view here and turn on the rules.
That's a lot of rules.
Yeah, it is. We are playing 9-ball, 8-ball, and hopefully 10-ball, assuming that somebody wins one 9-ball set, the other opponent wins the 8-ball set. Then we can go to 10-ball. We'll get to that a little later. But, yes, we'll have the player's leg for the first break. Alternate break the entire match, so nobody can just break and run out a set because, like I said, we have the Master Series, so a little higher caliber player shots for most people. BCL 8-ball rules, Q jumps. Q jumps, yeah. I ain't even been drinking yet. Cue ball fouls only. So somebody bumps a ball with their hand, it's not a foul unless they move 2 or more balls or move the ball in the path of the cue ball. Jump cues are allowed. Push out after the breaks on 9-ball and 10-ball for rotation. No 9-ball breaks at all, so the 9-ball will just get spotted. That was a decision by all the players in the chat, so they all decided that they want to play out the match, so not even like upper 4 like some tournaments do. You can do any combination or carom to drop the 9-ball for a win. No early 10 balls in 10-ball if we get to 10-ball. You can play the 10-ball in a carom, like a 1-10 to continue your run out. The 10-ball will get spotted, and then that person keeps shooting. So yeah, 10-ball is not a win. If 10-ball has to be last pocketed. If our 10-ball set and we go to 10-ball, we'll and goes to hill, we will then do a shootout. So hopefully we'll get to that point. Any and all unsportsmanlike conduct will not be tolerated. Hence, that's most of the general rules.
Unless you're in the booth, then it's
Right. Then there's no holds barred. So I'll go out. I'll get the players to leg. We'll find out who gets to break first, and we'll get the fun started. I'll be right back.
All right, so while Chris goes out and gets things kicked off here, we've got a good match tonight between Dale and Zach. Looks like Dale comes in at 632 on the Fargo, and Zach is 20 points lower than that at 612. So Dale, obviously, and most people know, is the owner of the stream here. So he does most all of the matches. And so tonight he's out on the table. As most of you know, he is a player as well. And Zach comes up from Antigo, actually comes down from Antigo. So let's see. Oh, got a couple people that said you can't hear me. All right, how about, let's see. How about now? Can you hear now? Just mention in the chat if you can. Hopefully that's a little bit better. I unmuted here. I had a few people say that they can't hear me, so I don't know if that's a setting that you can check on. But how is that? Is that better? Better?
Does Matt sound better? Did I turn him down too far? Well, now what? Go away. We got it.
Oh, that one looks like...
there's several people that mentioned.
Yeah, we're trying to address it.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, so Marilyn says it sounds good now. Fred says that it's a little bit better. I don't know what else. What else there is for... Okay. Maybe I'll try to get the...
we found
mic,
sometimes
the
too,
mic
yeah.
a little closer,
a little closer to your...
Good, but... All right, so Zach had won the leg, and he starts off here. And so makes a couple balls on the break. Unfortunately, does not look like he has much on that 3 ball. It's hard to see from this angle. If he can see the left side of it, he might be able to combo the 3-8. Otherwise, it looks like he's got the short stick out, so going to the air on it.
Oh, going to the air right away. No push out. I like it.
Oh, got a
Great
good
hit.
Well, looks like it's going to be a very makeable ball there for Dale. However, that path to that 4 ball is going to be tough with that 6 ball there. So I was looking at the right angle here. And so now he's going to have to, I don't know, I think these are tough when they're close to the pocket like that, because you can hit that 3 ball real full and you can hit it real thin and make it either way. So typically the position that you play on your next ball is really where you hit the ball more than English itself. So center ball hitting this just the right thickness. Looks like he hit it pretty good. Wow, look at that thing.
Very
settle in
nice.
there. Man, fantastic shot.
Great shot.
That'll definitely build the confidence coming out of the gate here. So, boy, I think if he had ball in hand, he would put it right there.
Yeah, that's where I would put it with ball in hand.
That was a tough window. All right, so really, from here on out, pretty elementary. He's got a fairly easy cut on the 5 here. Either stun it back or go 2 rails off that 5 ball to get the 6 in the side. Either will work, but neither one of them too difficult. So unless you put a little bit of right-hand English on it and come into the 7 ball.
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
There's my first whoopsie, Dale.
Yeah. He just
kind of early.
Didn't need the right-hand English on that one. Just pretty much a little bit of low. Would have brought that cue ball straight across 2 rails, which he hit it well as far as speed goes. Unfortunately, that right-hand English got him into trouble. So at this point, doesn't look like he can see it at all.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not sure if he can see it. So
yeah, so
kicking.
now it's just going to be a kick shot. Fortunately, that 6 ball is covering the side pocket, for the most part. So just needs to hit it full, and that should go in. So this is actually a fairly makeable kick shot.
Oh
man, he hit it good.
The outer point.
Hit it good, just not quite there. Good shot. Actually came out really fortunate where that 6 ball snuggled up against the cue ball. So I don't know if Zach's got a shot here. I don't think he's got an offensive shot, so it's probably going to shave off that 6 ball, just the left side of it. Either jack up and put a little bit of draw on it, or put a little bit of left to get the cue ball behind the 7 ball. Just like that, as long as he doesn't hit the window, and he hit the window.
Gives Dale a shot at the window.
Had the right idea, a little bit harder or a little bit lighter, he would have been fine, but unfortunately it found that window. So Dale should be in pretty good shape here. And he does have a little bit of angle, so it doesn't really need to do anything other than a little bit of draw or center ball even. Just make the ball.
Shot?
Yep. Floated up nicely for that 7 ball, so basically wants to just stop it here. It's got a little bit of angle, so might want to punch it, take the cue ball to the side rail and back out again, because you don't want to be cueing off that side rail. That's one thing. If you watch any professional pool, they rarely ever will leave themselves on the rail. That's one of the cardinal sins of pool position play, is you really don't want to be shooting right off the rail where the cue ball is frozen on the rail, because it really gives you very few options, and it's also really uncomfortable shooting that way. So, all right, nice speed there. It's got pretty much straight in on that 9 ball, and Dale gets on the board first.
Yeah, that was a nice out.
So we got a bunch of people in the chat here. Fred's here as always. Hello, Fred. We've got Amy, Randy. Randy asks, is this Matt? Yep. Randy is also from Anigo. Good to see you, Randy. Bill Hocus Pocus is in there. He mentioned the Pool Hall Junkies shot. The shot that he was referencing is if he would have thinned that 6 ball, the cue ball goes off the side rail, comes back, and hits the 6 ball into the side pocket. That would have been cool if he would have tried that one. It's a pretty tough shot, though.
Off constantly. There's a fun screen name.
Right. All right, so for those of you in the chat, what do you have any predictions? What do you think we're going to end up with for a final score? Remember, we've got 3 sets if we get to it. If somebody wins the first 2 sets, we will not play a third. But so we have the possibility of a three-set match here. We got a couple we'll say friendly bumps there on that cue ball. Puts Dale in really good position to get started. Using the magic rack tonight, so typically on the break you're going to get one or both of those wing balls, so making a ball on the break is much less of a challenge when you're playing with that magic rack. So kind of takes the break out of the situation as far as who's going to come ahead in the match as far as making balls. However, you still have to control the cue ball and try to get a shot on that 1 ball. So Dale's got a good start. Made the 1 ball, cleared the cue ball out here, so should have a good shot on the 3. Natural shape to that 4 ball. Really, to me, the key shot here is the 4 to the 5.
Yep, I agree with that.
That's going to be the hard shot of this rack. All right, so he's got a tricky little angle here. He's almost got to punch it 2 rails because I don't think he's going to be able to draw it straight back. And he did punch it 2 rails, and he hit it very well. Steep little angle on that 5, but still shouldn't have too much of a problem. Just floating that 5 ball in. Getting a very makeable shot on that 6 ball. It goes by the 7. And Dale should be in good shape here. Hit that 4 ball real well.
Yes, he did.
It's easy to punch that shot, punch that ball, and catch a little bit of the rail and bobble it. That's one thing with you. You know, a lot of people will refer to pocket speed when you're making a ball, and that's hitting a ball nice and easy. It makes the rails a little bit more easy to slide, forgiving, let's say.
Oh!
He didn't have a full pocket there, but he did have enough to get it in there. Just didn't quite make it. So Zach's going to get a chance to tie her up here. Looks like we've got only one guess. Lil Limburger says, I'm hoping Little Cheddar wins. Predicts round 1 might go hill. So Zach's got a bank here. It's a very makeable bank, and saw him practicing some banks. And I know Zach. I know he does like to shoot banks. So I have a prediction
short
that
side?
he will make it.
Scratch?
And he did, and that's
wow. There's a nice
Holy
little
cow.
bump.
An inch or 2 either way there. That cue ball finds that corner pocket. But fortunately, he got a nice little bump there. Came in just right. Should have an out here. Again, this is an easy shot to look past, because he's got to float that cue ball down full table to get down to that 9 ball.
Yeah, being tight on the rail does not help.
A tricky little shot here. Nice shot. Got a little bit more top on that, I think, than he wanted. To float that all the way down table, he actually would have probably had to jack up a little bit and shoot just center ball, so that cue ball doesn't go forward like it did so much. But regardless, he's got a shot, opportunity to take the game here.
Yeah, by a little bit of take what the table gives you.
Yep. Hit it well.
Nice
We're
shot.
all tied up at 1. We got Dave from Brave Billiards in the chat. Hey, Dave. I picked up a chalk holder from Brave Billiards a little while back. I finally made the leap. I pushed
the
it
leap
off
to having a chalk holder.
to the chalk holder. I've tried it before. Never really liked it. The various
plastic black ones that stuck way out. I never liked them.
Had like a little mini cue that you would stick into your
Yep.
pocket. I've tried them. Never really liked them, but since I've tried the holder from Brave Billiards, I absolutely love it. It worked out. I assimilated to it right away. It's one of those things that has become part of my pre-shot routine immediately, and now it's one of the things that I actually really like about it is that it allows me to focus on the task at hand more, because and it's something little, it's not a big deal, but after every shot, if you want to grab the chalk and chalk up, which chalking up between every shot is part of my pre-shot routine. So when you do that, and you got to find the chalk, it's something that distracts you, from the next shot that you've got. So I like the ability to have it always there right at my side, and it allows me to focus on the shot that I'm trying to make rather than where the chalk is and moving it around on the table. And it, yeah, works great. All right, so Zach made a ball on the break. However, did not have an opportunity, a good makeable shot on that one ball, so he decided to push out. Pushed out down table with, so a little Cheddar here has got a, definitely has visibility to that one ball. He can hit it, but he doesn't. I'm not sure if that one ball goes in the corner pocket. It looks like it might. Yeah, looks like it does, but it's tight though. Hit it great.
Nice shot.
Yep. All right, so very makeable shot on the 2 balls, right where he needs to be. The 3 ball will not be hard. But getting down to the 4 ball may be a little bit tricky. So
Yeah, you definitely want a good angle for it.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
That is not the good angle we're looking for.
That is not what he was trying to do, for sure. So, here comes the jump stick. So in the spirit of commentator curse, Dale's pretty good with that jump stick. And honestly, like I like him to make it. The hard part on this, though, is getting to the 4 ball. Because, you know, to get it up and down, get the cue ball up and down without jumping it off the table, you've got to hit this a very particular speed. And he's going straight into that 3 ball, so coming down table is going to be tough. Well, he got a hit. But unfortunately, that laid up really nice for Zach. So could give Zach a good opportunity. I mean, obviously he's going to make the 3 ball. But that 8 ball is big on this shot because natural position would be 2 rails off both side rails back to the 4 ball itself. And where that 8 ball is lying right now, that's smack dab in the middle of that path between those 2 rails. So
yeah, that's what he's trying to measure up, it looks like.
Yeah. So
how do
he's
I get through there?
Looking at maybe just laying up to take that thin cut on the 4. I think that's what he's looking at. Otherwise, yeah, you'd almost have to jack up or just put a ton of low left on this and let her fly. But he settled for a decent shot on that 4 ball, and I think he's in pretty good shape here. It was a good decision, not trying to get too fancy and ending up hurting yourself in the process. You got a tough little angle here, but at least it's a makeable shot. But once again, the challenge is to get to that next ball. Well, that 8 ball.
That 8 ball just keeps on getting in the game, that's
in the
for sure.
Every time for the last couple shots. All right, so he's got a, is that 6 ball tight? Do we have an angle that shows how, if that, ooh, it's pretty close.
Overhead.
Yeah,
well,
it's not
like
quite tight, so if it was tight, I would say this bank shot is impossible. But with a little bit of space that he's got, I think it is makeable, but he has got to hit it hard. The harder you hit balls into the rail, the more angle it cuts off. Yep, and he did.
Well done.
Made it well. Nice shot. If he would have hit that lighter, it wouldn't have went in, even if he hit the same spot. The harder, the more firm you hit, the less of an angle it will come off the rail. So hit that well. So now all he's got to do is make this. Cue ball will naturally go 2 rails around to get position on that 8 ball. I think he would have been a little happier to be a little bit closer on that 8 ball because 3/4 table shot here is going to be a bit of a challenge.
He
to
made
come
a little
back
bit
to
of a
the 9.
face.
So either you hit low left on this and try to avoid that side pocket coming back, or you go inside. Looks like he's electing to go in or low left, but unfortunately left the 8 ball in front of the hole. All right, so Dale can obviously make this ball, no problem. But sometimes when those balls get close to the pocket, getting down table can be a little tricky. So let's see what he does here. It's about a half ball shot. Lets that cue ball naturally come down table, which was, I think he got a good distance out of that. Unfortunately, he's shooting right off that rail again, which really increases the difficulty of this shot.
Nice shot.
Well done. And little Cheddar pulls ahead again, 2-1. Boy, it's getting a little spicy in the chat there.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Play nice, kids.
I think that's a compliment for you from Randy Parlick.
Which one?
The stream is supposed to be mediocre, and you are definitely not the mediocre commentator.
Well, thanks, Randy. I appreciate it. All right, so wing ball goes in right away. That 6-ball makes it in the corner pocket as well. So Dale is off and running. However, he's got a little tricky shot on the 1 ball and not natural shape to the 2 ball either. So it'll be interesting to see what he does here. Chris, what would you do?
I think I would try a thin cut with inside and come back down past the 3.
Okay.
And probably end up trying to play safe maybe off the 2 and try and duck behind the 5 ball with the cue ball.
Could do that. Very difficult shot playing that amount of distance with inside English. But if he could hit it, that would put the cue ball in a good spot.
Possibly try and bank past the 5, but I don't think that'll go to try and like a two-way shot.
Yeah. A little bit of outside might come 2 rails around as well. Yeah, that one's just a tough shot to make. So
I think Dale for a second there was praying, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall on that 7 ball.
That 7 ball goes, he's in trouble.
That would be my kind of luck.
Zach was hoping the opposite.
Yeah. I don't want to jump.
Go in. All right, so Zach's got his jump cue out, which very tough shot here. It's not getting over that 3 ball isn't as hard. It's a matter of keeping the cue on the table if you're jumping that far. So hit it well.
Well done.
Definitely hit it well. I actually like the fact that he darted that. Because when you dart that, it gives you the opportunity to get more angle on that cue ball. So where the cue ball will jump at a sharper angle up.
Yeah, go up and down a little
but
quicker.
It doesn't push it ahead as hard, which on those longer shots will allow that cue ball to bounce 2 or 3 times before it actually gets to the ball. And it does a good job of keeping that cue ball on the table, which you saw Zach did. Or saw Zach do. So Dale's got a shot here. He's actually got a little helper with that 7 ball, so probably going to make this ooh, was that the first curse?
I think that's the first curse. You got him. Nice job. Way to go, Matt.
Yeah, if anyone hasn't heard me commentate before, I lean into the commentary curse. I try to do it every single time that I possibly can. And I do not discriminate. It does not go one way or the other. I try to, if the opportunity comes up, I will curse anybody that that is looking at that tough shot or that shot that should be made every time.
Yep.
All right, so Zach's either got a bank here or a carom into the 7 ball. Ooh, tried to get the 7, the 2 ball, and the 7. And he got did he get a shot on the 1? Made 2 balls. Wow, look at that. That's exactly how I would have played it.
Definitely.
All right, well, one of the advantages of playing 9-ball is slop count. and that was sloppy.
Yep.
Tried to do the carom, didn't quite get it, but 2-ball goes in, 7-ball goes in, and he gets a shot on the 1. So now he goes from sitting down in his chair to out.
Yeah, and Dale'll say, "Oh, lucky roll." But on the same note, he'll also be the first one to admit if you didn't let him to the table, they wouldn't get that lucky roll and shot. So
that's part of the game of Nineball.
Yep,
it just
it's
is
part of that.
That's one thing that I
two-sided
understand.
store.
I understand that it's frustrating. We've all been there. But the thing is if you're playing 9-ball, you just have to assume that it's going to happen at some point. Because if you get, wow. Did not see that one coming. Yeah, I think that one he was thinking a little bit more about his position than making the ball. Because, man, that was that shot was almost straight in. But anyways, as I was saying before, if you get frustrated because somebody slops a ball in on you, I mean, it's kind of on you. Because what that does is that puts you in a bad mental state to play your next shot. So you're taking something that it hurts you, and you're making it hurt you twice. So you just have to assume that it's going to happen at some point. It's part of the game. And if it happens, it happens. Just let it roll off your back and get ready for your next shot. I've seen people just check out of matches completely because their opponent got lucky on a roll or a slop shot like that, and there's no reason it needs to be that way. Just part of the game. Unfortunately, I prefer 10-ball, but if you're playing 9-ball, that's part of the game. All right. So Dale takes advantage again, and he is now up 3-1.
Well, he wrecks. Let's see if I caught the replay on that.
Oh,
I think I did.
Nice. Here we go. Let's take a look at this again. He put a little bit of draw on that, and that's why he didn't get the 7-ball carom. But wow, that worked out even better. Maybe that's what he was playing the whole time.
Maybe.
It came out great. Either way.
That was a nice shot. Unfortunately, he couldn't capitalize and finish out the rack off of it.
Yeah. All right, so Dale comes back to the break, up 3-1. Talking to the crowd a little bit. He's very popular around these parts.
He is.
I don't know about popular. Well known.
No,
we'll
he pays a lot of people to come and say hi.
Right, exactly.
No, actually, Dale has a lot of family here tonight watching him.
Yeah, he does. That was really cool to see. Got lots of fans out here watching him tonight. All right, so gets that wing ball and the 1-ball. I think he did that last break as well. So now he is looking at a part of a 2-ball. I don't think he can see all of it. Might be able to cut it back into the corner.
I was going to say, do you take the risk on the back cut to try and break out the 4 maybe?
Boy, I don't know. I would almost try to get a safe here, just knowing that 4-ball, is not going to be
is ugly.
It's not going to be a very easy shot to make. So he's going ahead and he called the push out, which I think is the right shot here. No reason to get too crazy here on a very low percentage shot. So Zach is going to come to the table with the option of either shooting or giving this back. Looks like it's almost straight in. Very difficult shot here if he wants to stop the cue ball, put any draw on it. Looks like he's just hitting top and going to hit this pocket speed. I think he played safe there, honestly.
Yeah, trying to play safe.
Even if he
Good
wasn't.
shot.
It's one of those shots where if it goes in, as you can see, he's got a great shot on the 3-ball. But if he hits it wide to the left at all on that, he's going to get behind the 3, which he does, or which he did. So Dale can see it to make it. Definitely a tough little thin cut in the corner, and that cue ball is going to go over by that 4-ball. to potentially break it out, which would be good. But the cue ball's got to come back somehow and give him a shot on that 3 ball. So
yeah, could bury him too. So
he
yeah,
went for
it safe, return safe. So
yeah, I don't think he quite got it, but it was definitely a good idea. That's a pretty big pocket behind that 8 ball to roll that cue ball up in. So good idea. Didn't quite get there, but honestly, just because he didn't get behind the 8 doesn't mean that he's not. Didn't put himself in a position to get back at that table, because that 2 ball is a tough shot. So, what's up, Kenny? Kenny's one of my buddies from back in Antigo days. Used to have played a lot of pool with him over the years. Good to see you, Kenny, or hear you, I guess. Peyton Peyton commented that asking if anybody watched the Cohen versus Giles match yesterday. And I was at a tournament, so I didn't get to watch it, but I checked in on that score throughout the day, and yeah, that was a big win for John Giles. They were playing a race to 30, I believe, for $4,000 in the middle, so $2,000 bet. And John beat him 30-16, I believe.
Ouch.
That's what it was. And there were a lot of people that bet on Scott. Scott's, I believe, I don't know exactly what their Fargo is, but for, going into that match, I think the overall consensus was Scott was the favorite going into that, and John just put on a clinic. So yeah, that was something to see.
No, good for John then, being quote the underdog.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, technically an underdog, but John plays great, so it's hard to imagine him being an underdog period in any sort of amateur pool. But yeah, he was Scott was the quote unquote favorite going into that. So great job by John. I actually just saw him and played against him at Whammo last weekend. Good to see him again. He's usually around most of the bigger tournaments in the state. I'm sure, run into him again next weekend for WISPA.
Yeah, I'll be down there walking around. I did not sign up. And
oh, you didn't?
No.
Why
just
not?
started a new job, no vacation.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, do I want to work 8 hours and then try and play right away at 4? Because that would be my luck.
Yeah.
Nice little safety shot by Dale.
Yeah, that really was a nice touch shot, because that's easy to clear that. Oh, wow, this is a very close jump. Super difficult jump here. Wow, that was a phenomenal shot.
Very well
Super
done.
difficult to get over.
Yeah, over the 6 ball that
close.
close. Yep.
There. Came down on that 4 ball and got a good hit. Great shot. All right, so a couple of great shots back and forth here. Dale looks like he's going to have to come with another good shot one way or the other. Either he plays safe or goes to make a ball here. I don't see anything. I mean, he can try to cut that, go 2 rails down to get behind the 6 ball. That way, if he rattles the 4, he might get safe. Yeah, that's the direction he's going. Wasn't too much of a risk to go after that, because as you can see, if he missed there, he really wasn't in too much of a
you're not selling
selling
back out that 4 ball shot.
Yep. All right, so Zach has almost the same shot, a little bit different. Was trying to get up behind that 9 ball, I believe. Didn't quite get there. So Dale's going to be left with a thin cut in the side. He can actually get a decent amount of that 4 ball, so he might be able to jack up and put a little bit of draw on that to play into the 6 ball. The hard part about it is if he just thin cuts this, the cue ball is going to go almost right between the rail and the 6. Yeah.
Ouch.
That's going to be tough. If it would have just nudged that 8 ball, the 6 ball would be straight in, but he just missed it, and that leaves him in a very tough spot here.
Man, Dale's going to get out his shorty cue.
Yep. Both of these guys I play with Dale frequently, so I know he's good with that jump cue.
He jumps pretty good with that.
And Zach has shown already very good with that jump cue as well. So we might be in for a treat as far as some good shots here, as far as the jump goes. Oh wow,
Nice
phenomenal,
shot.
phenomenal shot. Jeez, got to hit that so good to make it full table like that. Nice work. So now he's got a thin cut in the side for the 7-ball. I would put a little bit of outside English on it to make sure when it hits that end rail it comes back towards the 8-ball. But other than that, this is just speed management. Oh, he didn't get the left. Went around the 9-ball. He's okay.
Oh, gets the outer
point.
point.
Helped him that time.
A little fortunate there.
Yeah. I think he still would have had a makeable shot on the 8-ball, but the fact that it stopped it is going to give him a little less of an angle on that 8, make it easier to pocket. So, all right. So, as full table shot here on the 9-ball, very makeable for a 4-1 lead.
Ooh.
A commentator curse number 2.
That was a good commentator curse.
I'm 2 for. Oh no, I did miss one of them, but all right, 2 for 3 on the commentator curse. All right, Zach's got a makeable shot here. Tricky little shot though. It's not simple.
Well
Puts her
done.
in. All right, and we are back into a much closer match at 3-2. These races are. Oh, you got the replay up for little Cheddar's.
Yeah, got the replay on the jump shot.
Nice. Yeah, that was a phenomenal shot. All right, so Dale played a great game there. Just missed the 9-ball. Really played some good shots back and forth. And Zach didn't play it bad either. I think he made some good efforts for what he had. So one mistake, that's the difference. So 3-2 instead of 4-1. That's a pretty big difference in a race to 7.
Yes, it is. Definitely changes the momentum a little.
So Zach is within 1, and he's breaking. See if he makes that 7-ball. That wing ball is what you're looking at. Typically goes in. The wing ball closest to the side that you are breaking from will almost always automatically go into the corner pocket with the template rack that they're using. So that makes things
7-ball fires right in.
Yep, goes right in. And that 5-ball did get out of the way, so he's got a very makeable shot on the 1-ball here. So now the rack is on 2 balls, so typically you do a team effort here where you have one guy lift the ball up and the other guy move the rack. So very well executed by the guys there. All right, so
good team playing.
Makeable shot on the 1. It's going to be a little bit tricky to get on the 2. With that angle, the cue ball's going to want to either, if you hit this with center ball, the cue ball's just going to go off the rail and come into that 5 full and stop it. So he could stop it there. And take the angle that he has on the 2 from where basically right next to where that 5-ball is. His other option would be to jack up and put a little bit of left on that, low left, to where the cue ball will come cross table and basically play into that 3-ball. Looks like that's the route he's going. Oh, he's playing safe. Elected to not make the ball and got a pretty good safe out of it for sure. I like that. Good decision.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
So puts Dale in a defensive position here, just trying to make a ball, or make a hit, sorry. Gets a good hit. Almost got lucky.
Almost.
Actually, I think he didn't want that to go, because if it did, he didn't have a shot on the 2-ball
He'd be
anyway.
jumping for that 2-ball. That's for sure.
All right, So Zach's got a very makeable ball here. Got to draw. Ooh, not. Boy, that I think he's got it. Hard to see from that angle. You got the long table view. Yeah, looks like he's got it. So fortunately, it stopped just in time for him to be able to pocket that 2-ball. That gives him natural shape back up on the 3-ball. Overhit that a little bit. If he would have come up shorter on that to where he had an angle, if he was on the other side of the ball, that would have given him angle to just slide the cue ball sideways off that 3-ball basically over into the 5, and that would have given him the 4. But now he's on the other side, so almost has to go straight down table and back and settle for short side shape on the 4-ball, which is the direction he went, and it looks like he hit that really freaking good.
Yeah,
that's a very difficult shot to play position because that window is so small, and when he's playing full table to get there, very difficult. So nice shot by Zach. So now has a very makeable shot on the 4-ball. Is going to have to hit this with a little bit of inside English so that cue ball kicks off the end rail to give him the 5-ball, which he does. And from here, definitely has, depending on how straight that 5-ball, if it's straight, he's good to go. Just stop shot, and he'll have a perfect shot on the 6. But if there's any amount of angle at all, and he tries to stop this, the cue ball could slide sideways and get behind the 8. So touchy little shot here. It's easy to make, but yep, he hit it good. There was a little bit of an angle on that, but he hit it to the high side of that side pocket. And a little bit of spin there will give you a little bit of help on that angle, and it allows you to hit it straighter, which stops that cue ball. So in good shape here for the 6. Really just a stop shot. He could drop back a little bit, but stop would be just about right, which is what he does. And here, basically, center ball, a little bit of low. We'll bring it back to that side pocket, or the side rail, for a very simple shot here on the 9-ball as well. So this should bring it back to even at 3-3. Just needs to execute on this 9-ball. Looks like he's taking his time, which is a good idea. It's easy to take shots for granted and make mistakes, so make sure you're always going through that full pre-shot routine. Being consistent every time. Wiggle the 9-ball a little bit, but no problem. And we're all tied up.
We are all tied up. 3-3. We've got a match.
Little Limburger, is that, I'm assuming that's some sort of relation to Dale?
Yep, that's the son.
Okay.
One of his sons.
He said, I told you, Hill in round 1. Well, it's shaping up to be that way so far. We'll see. All right, so again, I guess this is probably going to get old. Keep saying this all the time because the wing ball always goes. But watch the 2-ball go in the corner pocket. And so when you're playing with a magic rack, making balls is not the difficult part. The difficult part is getting a shot on that 1-ball. So you have to control where the 1-ball is going and where the cue ball is going. So Dale has actually made the wing ball and the 1-ball in the side pocket, I believe, every break that he's had so far. And so that all of a sudden becomes a question of where you put the 2-ball or the 3-ball in the rack. Because if you're always making the wing ball and you're always making the 1-ball, the 2-ball obviously is going to be the next shot that you're going to shoot. Well, if you put the 2-ball on the wing ball, the 2-ball's going in, so now you got to watch where the 3-ball's going.
Yep.
So the advantages of playing with the magic rack is that you always get a perfect rack, and you get a I wouldn't say perfect break, but a very consistent break. So that's one thing that you got to start paying attention when you're playing with the magic rack. Because typically with a normal wood rack, you're just trying to make a ball. So that magic rack makes making a ball inconsequential. You make it every time. So it's just a matter of getting that next shot. All right, so we got a jump shot again. And another great shot again. And look at that position. Man, phenomenal shot. Can you see? Can he get the four? Boy, from here it looks like he can, but boy, I don't know. That camera angle looks like he might not have the four.
Well,
might have to spin it in. I don't know. Boy, that'd be unfortunate for him to hit that good of a shot and then not have anything on the four. But
yeah, no reward.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like possible trying to play it safe. A little bank on the 4 and try and get the cue down behind the.
Yeah, you could.
6-9.
Yeah. Bank the 4 ball down there, you mean?
Yep.
Okay. Well.
Oh, that is not what Zach was looking for.
Not sure exactly what he was going for on that. With I think he just ended up hitting it bad, because with that 4 ball coming out middle table, the cue ball could have been just about anywhere, and Dale would have still had a shot. So I think that one just came out a little bit wrong for him. So Dale's got a good opportunity here. I believe that 5 ball goes by the 9, both sides. You can actually probably see straight down. Does the 5 go by the 9?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Ooh, drew back just a hair bit too far, but
yeah, but I think he's still all right. I think you're right. If he would have been, maybe a few inches shorter, that would have been good, but that would have been better. But I think he's fine here. Just float this over to the side rail, and he should have a shot on the 6. Nice and easy.
Yeah, well executed.
Yep. So now he's got to come back down table for the 7, and that angle is a little tricky because naturally the cue ball is going to go off the end rail and pretty much come straight into that 9 ball. So he either has to hit this with inside, which would be right-hand English on this, to come past the 9 and come 2 rails for the 7, or go outside. Looks like he's going inside English. No, he ended up with outside. 2 rails the other way, so it was a horse apiece. Inside English would have been 2 rails the far side. Outside English would have been 2 rails inside. So that's what he got. Good shape on the 7. Oh, overhit that one. Is slapping the table a foul?
No. Some people say you're trying to slow the cue down, you're tapping the table.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I've been accused of it once or twice.
I don't think that that works. You'd think vibration would actually help
keep it rolling,
make it go faster, because it would reduce the friction. But anyways, still very makeable out here. Floats the 8 in and gets out to the lead again at 4-3.
Yeah, and baby Cheddar is Dale's daughter.
Okay. Well, it's a family affair here.
Yep.
We got family members at the varsity club here.
Playing
Family members in the chat.
It's Dale's break.
Yeah, it's 4-3, so it's Dale's break. Yeah, so the question is whether or not Dale broke the last one, and he did. I remember he made the wing ball and the 1 ball again. We were talking about that, so we'll see what they want to do. So technically, it is Dale's break here. Dale broke out of turn in the last rack.
Yeah, that's what they're arguing about.
But-
Zach's like, go ahead
Yep.
and play again. And Dale's like, well, I don't want to get accused of anything because we
Yep.
broke twice in a row.
It's an honest mistake. That happens all the time.
Yep.
What would be the ruling if we both let it
Okay.
happen?
So the rule is it's your break. But if you want to let him break, you can let him break.
I am. Yeah.
That's fine. It's up to you guys. Yep. Yeah, so Dale just was wondering what the rule was on that if you break out a turn. So the rule is it's basically your opponent's. It's both of your both players' responsibility to know whose break it was there. Obviously, Dale just made a mistake and he broke. That comes anybody who's played sets like this. It happens when it's alternate break. You don't always remember because typically when you're gambling, when you're playing against somebody for money,
It's
winner break. So Dale just won a game, so he went up and broke. So yeah, that mistake happens all the time. So technically, the rule is that it is Dale's break right now because it's 4-3. Zach won the leg. So at 4-3, this would be game number 8. Dale breaks breaks even games, and Zach would break odd games. But because Dale wanted to do the right thing instead of him breaking, because technically it is his break here, he gave that back to Zach because he felt bad for breaking out a turn because it was an honest mistake. So
I was going to say, power draw for the 9.
yep,
Very nice.
Hit it very well. All right, and that ties things up. All right, so basically now what's going to happen, since Dale gave the break back to Zach there, now Dale will break on odd number games rather than even number games. And again, this isn't by the rule. This is just two gentlemen trying to do the right thing.
Yep.
So, because mistakes happen. And what you do is try to find what is quote unquote the right thing to do, and I agree with Dale. Giving his break up to Zach was the right thing. So, all right. So Lisa's coming over, and it looks like she has.
Slushing the chat and saying something.
So
Yep.
she might have went back to an earlier. Just rewound the tape, so to speak, to see who it was. But anyways, we should be good to go again here. All tied up at 4, and once again, Dale made the wing ball and the 1 ball on the side, so it just comes down to where does that 2 ball go?
Yeah, and that 2 ball did not go in a favorable place for him.
No, it didn't.
Unfortunately.
Randy Parlick says slapping the table is a foul. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't seen that one. That one.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that even
personally,
called in like a.
That's not something I would call, but.
I mean, I guess it could be maybe unsportsmanlike conduct for a foul because you're banging the table out of frustration, but.
Yeah, Dale didn't do it to to gain an advantage. Did it because he was frustrated. But yeah, thanks Randy for the clarification. Dave said it's a foul in BCA, but I mean, kind of one of those things. There are a lot of rules.
Yes,
in the
there
rule
are.
book that don't always get called. It kind of comes down to the what you would call the playing by gentlemen's rules, which You know, you might not always get too particular with some of those things, and in the spirit of just playing a normal, free-flowing game, so to speak.
Right.
All right, so Zach left Dale here. I don't know if that combo goes, so Dale's going to be looking at playing
trying
safe.
to play safe.
Hit it pretty good. Zach's going to have to go rail first. I don't believe getting a hit here is going to be difficult, but it's going to be tough to play defensively back. So we'll have to, you kind of got to play the hit, and hopefully it comes out well. And it
came
did.
out well.
It did.
So do you prefer coming off the side rail and try and kick at the 2, or like a jump kick at the 2?
Boy. I think going the direction he's looking at now, off the side rail, definitely is better.
2 rail kick?
Yeah, no, just a 1 rail kick. Because the angle that he has, basically he just needs to try to scratch. Because the 2 ball's in that path.
Yep.
So that simplifies, looking at this angle. So, because a lot of times you kick at a pocket. And that's what it was.
Look at that.
And Dale gets the jelly roll.
Yeah.
And the shot on the 3. And honestly, he's got an out here on the table. So nothing wrong with getting rewarded for a good hit, right?
Reward on that. Oh, missed it going in the pocket, but you could see it was definitely going on the replay there.
All right, so Dale has an opportunity to.
It's so hard to hit this at the slow
get out
speed and hold for
I don't
that
know.
4 ball.
I think the 3 ball. I think this isn't bad. Wow. I'm not sure what he was trying on that. He was trying to the speed that he hit it at. I don't know.
I don't know
Like
if he was trying to
like force
go up table and go all the way back down, maybe.
Yeah,
And just
I'm not sure.
didn't get the right spin.
To me, I would see the thing that's nice about playing, on a diamond with a nice set of balls. And a measle ball here is that you can trust a slow roll. So I would have thought that he would have just slow rolled that. Look at Zach. He's looking at it. Can I jump over that?
Right? Can I jump
Man,
again?
that is less than a ball. There is no way that you jump this ball. But he looked at it. He's like, yeah, maybe. He's really good with that jump cue. So, man. All right, so we're going to try a 2 rail kick here. Looks like he hit it pretty good.
Yeah, nice hit.
Got a good hit. And pretty fortunate with that leave.
Yeah, that is.
I mean, it's makeable, but it's a very tough shot.
No easy sellout shot, that's for sure.
All right, Fred said, is Nineball BCA rules? Thought Dale called it Texas Express rules. I believe we're playing BCA PL, which is also known since CSI bought BCA PL. It's now technically called CSI rules, but I believe that we had talked about it in the chat, the group chat for the tournament, and we're using BCA PL rules. All right, so Zach's he's going to have to go rail first here. Hits it well, but that 4 ball is coming down here, and we'll see where it lays.
Ooh.
Pretty much
he wanted.
where he would put it if he had ball in hand. So, good job of getting a hit, but unfortunately did not Did not come out so well.
Nope.
On the leave.
Sold out to Dale on that one.
Dale's in good shape here now, so play straightforward to put that 5 in the side. That is a perfect example of how two different tables dictate the way that you play a pattern. Because if this was a valley, he would have drawn that a little bit back and played the 5 in the corner. But because it's a diamond, and, you know, I'm putting thoughts in Dale's head, which, you know, could be dangerous. But for me personally, because of the fact that it's a diamond, I would have played the 5 in the side just like he did. On a diamond table, the side pockets are the biggest pockets on the table. And in a valley, if you're shooting down a rail, they're very forgiving. So typically, if you have the option of playing a ball in the middle of the table like that, to the side pocket or, you know, down the rail in the corner, on a valley, you absolutely go in the corner, and with a diamond, you typically are going to want to play that in the side. All right, so Dale's in good shape here. Just needs to draw straight back for that 9-ball, which he does, and he drew the crap out of it, but fortunately, it killed it off the rail. Still has a very makeable shot here. All right, so once this goes down, Dale pulls ahead. 5-4. It's weird because I got the feel. I was like, didn't I just say that? But then I remembered Zach got that short rack last game, drawn back into that 9-ball. So, all right.
I'll throw some sponsors up there.
There you go.
In between.
Hey, that's a good one to bring up because voting for the Wisconsin Billiard Hall of Fame next year's class, or I guess technically this year's class, I think we're down to just, I don't remember if it's 7 days or it's less than a couple of weeks. So if you have not voted for
better
this
get to
year's
it.
choice for the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame, make sure you get out there and do it. If all that voting is available for all members, if you are not a member, make sure you get in there. Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame is one of the best organizations here in the state for us as a pool player community, rewarding and recognizing those in our community that have done exceptional things. All right, so Dale he made the wing ball, but
did not make the one for a change
ball,
in the side. So,
which typically, in my opinion, is the right way to do it. If I'm making both the wing ball and the head ball, I'll put a little side spin on the cue ball to not make that cue ball or the one ball, because that especially if you're breaking off the side rail, that one ball is going to go to the opposite rail and come down table just like it did here. So if you can keep the cue ball in the center of the table, you're almost guaranteed a shot on that one ball, as long as nothing gets in between. So that's a really good high percentage way of breaking with the Magic Rack template, where you're always going to make that wing ball, but then you're trying to control that one ball to come down table and get a shot off the break. Typically, those that really excel at breaking and running multiple packages or multiple rack packages, that's usually what they're doing, is they're getting that wing ball, but they're making sure that the one ball stays up and they're getting a good shot on it for their first shot. All right, so Dale floated a little bit further than what he wanted to.
yeah, that's why he was showing that little bit of frustration by smacking the table, because he couldn't follow the 2 down to get on the 3. And now he's like, I can't believe I hit that hard to bring the 2 all the way back up, so Zach can at least see the 2 for an easy hit and probably play a good safe back.
Uh-oh. Did you see Corey? Corey's in the chat. What's
Corey's
up,
in the
Corey?
chat. Yeah, he's been.
He said he just broke out a turn again. Yeah, and he did. because it's 5-4. Because remember when the last time he broke out a turn, they switched it up.
They decided to switch it up.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's try to keep an eye on that ourselves. We'll try to help out when we can. I will speak for Dale. Dale is not doing this intentionally. He's just not that smart. He's not trying it to do it to cheat. He's just not that smart.
Nope. And,
But,
and
but
Zach will
Corey,
say the
you're
same
right,
thing.
he
You know,
did.
we're used to playing winter break, so it's
Yeah,
it's
right,
just that
right.
natural.
Well, and I mean, technically, Zach is supposed to say something too, and
Yep.
Zach would have honestly. Like, if it was his break, he would have come up and said, "No, it's my break," and Dale would have been fine. So.
Probably Zach is in that
Yeah,
same
they're-
mindset. Hey, he won, he breaks.
Yep,
You know,
they're all over the place on this. They're both missing it, so we're going to try to help out on this as if we can, or as much as we can, which we can. We'll keep an eye on it, and if we notice it, we'll. We appreciate everybody in the chat because I missed it. So when that happens, again, we'll let them know because we want to make sure that that's not something that is affecting the outcome of this match for sure. And I'm sure Dale does as well. He's not going to try something like that intentionally. So, all right, Zach gets ball in hand and plays a very nice safe. So, typically with that, the goal would be to freeze on the back side of the 4. But he gave him enough room to go 2 rails into that ball, and no rail. Well, no rail. He went rail first. Yeah, that's what they're looking at right now. So they have the opportunity. They're both looking at it because it was close, but he went rail.
Actually, the cue hits the rail.
Oh yeah, it does.
So yeah, it's a good hit.
Yep, and they did. Nice work. Yeah,
That-
because
that we-
it just slid sideways and just caught the rail.
Yep. So we can actually watch in the booth with the live monitor.
Yeah.
Which
Right.
is almost real time. But then, like on Matt's monitor, is actually off YouTube. So it's got the 10-second delay, and that's what the guys out on the floor are watching. We have it on the
And
back.
one
monitor.
thing that's really cool is having that back monitor there. I believe it's 13 seconds. Is that
Yep,
the delay?
it's about 12 to 15-second
Okay.
delay from live to
So it's a
what
decent-
comes across YouTube.
It's a decent amount of delay, which allows the players, if they want to, they can look back and check, and which they did, and they did a good job of finding the right call. Because here, when I was looking at it, I thought, oh, wow.
Great shot.
Holy cow. Wow.
That's
was
one way to tie it back up.
Was he going for that 9-ball?
It looks like it. I got the replay here.
Yeah. I don't know what else he would have been going for. I don't know what else he had to have been going for it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's no other shot there. Just hit it great. Holy cow.
Nice job.
Well played. All right, so we are all tied up at 5.
Definitely a very tight match.
Yeah, Little Limburger looking like your prediction of Hill might be coming true here. All right, so wing ball goes, one ball goes down table, hits a couple balls, and perfect.
Well, like Matt said, Corey, Dale's not that smart to figure that out.
Yeah. Yeah, and I say that as Dale's friend. Yeah, I don't think any of us have accused him of being brilliant.
Nope.
Before, have you?
No, not really.
No, I don't. Corey, you play league with him, so have you? Does that come up? Dale's superior intelligence? I'm guessing no.
Love you, Dale.
All right. So this right here really is the key shot to this rack is going from the 2 to the 4, because you have to hit it with the right speed to get that window between the 7 and the 9. Just roll it in nice and easy. But the thing is there's enough angle here where it would be easy to let it get away from you and either get it behind the 9-ball or across table. So he hit that with a little bit of draw, but ended up getting... I think he's all right for queuing yet, but... Yeah, he's still going to be jacked up. Not too bad. It's not dead center, but... Man, this makes this shot so much more difficult than if he didn't have to cue over that 9-ball. So hit this with pocket speed. He hit it the perfect speed. Unfortunately, chopped that 4-ball right into the rail. Corey said, "I've played the last 2 years with League. No intelligence on his part when it comes to shooting pool." Looks like Fred confirms, not the sharpest tool in the shed, so to speak. Thanks for confirmation, guys.
Yep.
We appreciate that.
We appreciate that. Gets us off the hook.
Right. All right. So Dale has got a good opportunity here to get out. Going to have to play below that 6-ball rather than coming around, I would assume. The tricky part with this is you want to get it so where it's a makeable shot, but you don't want to have it straight in. So he got the angle that he needs, but this is the dreaded cutback. It's not too bad of an angle, but man,
it's not a full blind pocket, but
I always hated this cutback shot. So, yep.
Ooh, hit that a little too firm, I think.
It's a difficult shot.
Yep.
No getting around it.
I was going to say, Dale should be out on this now after that miss on the 4.
You missed an opportunity?
Yeah, I missed the opportunity to say it. A little late, but I'll try and be more on top of that.
Mike the Savage says, "Not the sharpest cheddar in the aisle, if you would." All right, so Zach got exactly where he needs to be here. This is the one of a few times where you want a straight-in shot.
Yeah, kind of straight
Just
in,
a little
bit of a stop shot.
Stop shot will give him the 9-ball straight in the corner. So
perfect.
This will put him on the hill. Man, that was a consequential miss by Dale.
Yes, it was.
Had that opportunity
for both
there.
Players there.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Yeah, Zach manages to get it.
All right. So Dale's up to break. Trailing 5-6. Zach has applied the pressure.
Yes, he has.
Getting to the hill first.
Dan Yenner, it's hard to sharpen kids' tools.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so let's see if he makes that 1-ball or if it goes in. Looks like the 2-ball he's got on the lower right next to the 9-ball. So
yeah, that might come around center table for him.
Yeah, 1-ball didn't go, which I always think is the better deal. Don't want to make that 1-ball. So He's in good shape for the 1 ball, but that 2 ball is hiding behind that 8 ball. So the angle will naturally, might bring him into the 6. If he can miss the 6 and just go straight forward with that, he would be getting into the lane that he needs for the 2 ball. But, man, you got to, I mean, even if he does glance off the 6, he still should get there, which he just did. Just barely glanced it. But now he got straight on the 2, so almost forced to play short side shape on the 3 ball, which is doable, but definitely makes the window for the right position a lot smaller than if he was playing the 3 ball in the other corner. He had a little bit of an angle, so he elected to play into the 3, and he hit it well. All right, so he's got the angle he needs on the 3 ball. Unfortunately, that 9 ball is in the way, so going to have to hit this with some inside English to avoid the 9 ball, which really adds complexity to this shot. And he missed him. It cost him.
Yeah, this might cost him the set now.
He got that inside English that he needed to avoid the 9, but when you do that, what happens is it deflects the cue ball to the left when you're putting significant right on it. So you have to guess the amount that cue ball is going to deflect, and if you guess wrong, this is what happens. Ooh, that was a beautiful stroke. Those balls just hanging in the pocket like that are very tricky shots. So he went straight at it, elected to hit it very full, and just draw straight out, which I think was the right decision. Obviously, he ended up where he did. It was the right way to play it. So now just needs to draw back to that side rail, have the 6 in the same pocket. I am going to take another opportunity at a commentator curse.
And say that Zach is out.
Zach is out.
Comes off that side rail a little bit and get the perfect angle on the 7.
He's got almost 4 stop shots right in a row here. He's going to play to the rail and come back out, which is fine. Personally, I would have just tried to stick it there, but again, that's just a personal preference thing. It's a lot easier to be able to play a more full stroke, going to that rail and coming out, which he did. He's in good shape here. Just a matter of making the ball, a little bit of draw on it. And he's right where he needs to be. So he can just float this in, make the 9 in the opposing corner. Or since he played across to the rail and back on that last 2 shots ago, I'm assuming that's what he's going to do again. Cut this into the pocket and play full speed, or not full speed, but speed enough to get the cue ball cross table again for the 9, which is what he did.
Well
Perfect
done.
speed. Zach takes down set number 1. We're 1 game away from Hill. 2 little mistakes right there at the end cost it for Dale.
Yes, it did.
Very good first match, though.
Yeah,
Well
very tight match. Well played by both.
I mean, Dale made a couple mistakes there at the end, but I wouldn't say he played bad. Played really well. Both of them did, honestly. Really nice jump shots, but just a couple mistakes at the end was the difference. All right, well, I need a drink, so I'm going to go get a refill.
We're going to step out. The players are taking a quick little break, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes. right, the players are back. We're back. Matt's mixing up his liquid cocaine and his water over there. We're going to play some 8-ball. Yeah, Fred, Zach definitely took advantage of Dale's mistakes. All right. Let's get to the overhead view so we can see the break. Well hit, but it looks like it's coming up dry. Oh, but the 6 and the Q married together, so that will definitely make the first shot interesting for Dale. Nothing easy to start with. Which way are you banking the 5?
Doesn't really seem to be even looking at the 5 ball. Yeah, I don't know. I might even consider playing safe here.
Yeah, try
I
and
guess
put
I
the
don't
cue
really-
up on the top rail there.
Yeah. It's kind of tough when you have, take a low percentage shot, because ultimately the table is pretty wide open. So trying a low percentage shot isn't always the best idea, but sometimes that's all you got. That's what you got to go for. So looking like he's trying to, as Chris predicted, bank the 5 cross corner. Tough shot. Queuing over the 6 ball as well.
Gets it.
Hit it. Great.
And no reward. Well, I guess he's got the 6.
Yeah. 6 is straight in. Ish. Close. But where'd that 4 ball go?
Down there in that group of crap at the
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah, that might be interesting.
Yeah,
if he
that
can
is
get
kinda
on,
ugly.
if he can get on the side of where the 15 ball is there, on that side of the 2 ball, 2 ball goes, and with any angle he'll be able to break out those balls. Boy, Dale is not improving his position at
Nope.
all here. I mean, he's making some tough hit shots, which is good, but where the cue ball is here off the 3, he's going to either come into the 1 or miss it and have to probably end up kicking the 1 ball somewhere if he comes into it. So I think the smarter shot here, even if it is more difficult, is to get that 2 ball, because if he makes the ball, he'll also hopefully
Breaks
break
all
up
that up.
the trouble that he's got there, and gets worse. you
Can't
could
catch a
have
break
a-
on this game, that's for sure. He's definitely going to earn this out if he gets that far.
A better description of that result would have been Dale's face as he looked down there. Yeah, that was brutal. Made a nice shot.
Yes, he
Did not
did.
come out well.
So trying to play safe. Trying to avoid the scratch in the corner, which he does. Over hits it, though.
Yep. Still okay.
He's not
I mean,
happy with
a
it, but
9 ball straight in, but it's full table and he's queuing off the end rail. So sometimes you don't have to get a perfect safe. Sometimes you just have to get a good enough safe, and we'll see. This might be it. Zach has an opportunity to make a good shot to get started. But we'll see. Definitely not easy. Hit it great.
Great.
Very nice speed. All right, so now he's got the 13, and this should actually give him the angle to get into that 10 and 11, because the 10, 11 really are his trouble balls. The 14 doesn't go past the 3. However, it goes both in the side and in the corner. So really when you're trying to work out a rack of 8-ball, typically it's all about getting your trouble balls out. Once you do that, then you can figure out a pattern and, get out from there. But before that, it's always a matter of trying to get those trouble balls out. When I teach lessons, this is one of the things that I say is the goal is to not make as many balls as you can. The goal is to make all of them. So until you get that table to the point where you can make all your balls, making balls just to make balls doesn't make sense at all.
Nope.
So he's got to find a way to get that 10-11 out somehow. He could play down table off the 15 to get below the 11 and the 10.
Ooh.
But if he misses the 14, he doesn't have to worry about it.
Yep. He doesn't have to worry about making that 15 and get underneath that 11, 10 anymore.
Now he can just go back to his seat. Problem solved. All right, so Dale comes back to the table with actually a pretty good position here.
Would you take on the 4 and try and get like a little bit of draw and get underneath the 7 and get rid of them so you can play the 1, 3 and have a nice be at the other end of the table for the 8 down the rail?
It depends. It depends on my confidence in making that shot and controlling the cue ball off of it. For me, I would, you have to just float that in.
Or is it
get
smarter
the
to
cue ball
go
on
this
the
way?
7.
Yep.
I would play
3,
the
1.
3 first. I would play the 3 because he's got a little bit of an angle. He can go to the side rail, come down, basically draw back to center table. As long as he's got an angle on the 3. If it's straight, that's different. But if he's got a little bit of an angle, he can slide behind the 1 with some draw and basically play for the 7 ball.
Oh, he's going for the...
Yeah, he's going the 4 ball, which is another way that will work. But again, you have to avoid the scratch. And he not only did
now
he
get
into the 15, but the 8 ball's screwed now. So, and unfortunately, a lot of times there's good and bad to, rolling a ball up against another ball. Obviously the bad for you is that, okay, you've got another trouble ball, but usually, or sometimes, a lot of times, that other ball is your opponent's ball, and you have the opportunity.
Great shot on that 3.
He played it well. So now, he can get between there and shoot it down past the 14, but very tight angle to get to it, and since he only has 2 balls on the table, getting there off the 1, because he can't see the 1 now, is going to be very tough. All right, going to hit this with inside.
Nice shot.
Makes a nice shot. I think he's got to play for the bank, honestly. Yeah, that's what he's looking at. Because to break this 8 ball out or getting down where the 15 ball is
definitely not
next
easy.
to impossible from here. So sometimes you just got to take your medicine and take what the table gives you. And I think, he made a good attempt to get that 8 ball out. Was unsuccessful. So I think he's just going to have to come 2 rails down and play for that bank. And that's not going to work from there. Yeah, it's tough from here.
That's a brutal outcome.
Still going to play the bank, but honestly, if that's frozen, I think it's a double kiss from there.
Right, Fred? I'm in the same boat. I want to see some 10 ball between these guys, so...
Yeah, this is a tough shot.
Yeah, this is definitely nowhere near a gimme or easy or.
And unfortunately, his breakout attempt broke out the 15 ball.
And even being this thin, there might be even a remote possibility of a double kiss.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. That's
I'm sorry, I might have missed that.
Yeah, that's a double kiss from that angle, which I believe it did. Well, the only positive that can come from that is I think the 8-ball got in the way of the 10. At least that looks that way from here. I don't know if we have any other angles that will take a better look at that, but yeah, I think
it's the best I can get without playing with the joystick.
Ooh, boy, from there it looks like the 10 goes. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, from that angle, it definitely looks like the 8 goes, or the 10 ball goes. All right, if that's the case. Oh, played safe. I like it.
Maybe the 10 doesn't go, in which case that's why Zach played the safe.
Sometimes, honestly, even if it does, that's not the worst play.
Yeah, like from this view, I don't think it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming that since he played safe, the 10 ball doesn't go. But sometimes, and this is going to another level, more of a mental side of things, but you can frustrate your opponent, especially right away early in a set. They get down to the ball before the 8 or the 8-ball and miss.
Yep.
They call it
put them in one ball hell.
One ball hell for a reason. You can just play safe and safe.
Great
and safe.
hit.
Great shot by Dale.
Yep.
Awesome attempt. So now what it does is it puts the pressure on Zach. Zach's in a better position here to win the game, but if he misses with that 8-ball so close to the pocket, it's almost a guaranteed loss, and that puts a lot of additional pressure on Zach. Nice shot to get started.
Yep.
That should do it. Now, there are precisely 87 different ways that you can run out from here. I always think it's funny where everybody's got their own idea of the best way to do it. And a lot of times with wide open racks like this, sure, there are certain routes that are going to be quote-unquote easier. But really, when it comes down to it, the best way, the best pattern is the shots that you are most comfortable with. And sometimes people are more comfortable with draw shots or floating across the table or slow rolling a ball, things like that. So lots of different ways that you can get out from here. You just got to make sure you're making balls. So again, since it's a diamond, I would definitely be playing this 12 ball next in the side. Go down to the end rail, come back up. You could put a little bit of right hand English on it to make sure you're straightening the cue ball out, putting the cue ball with a little bit of right hand English off the end rail to give you a straighter shot on the 14, which he did.
Yep.
Hit that a little hard though. Now he's got to almost, boy, with where that 8-ball is, because it is covering the pocket, but it's kind of over the end rail. So, I would hit this with. That works.
Yeah,
that definitely
take
works.
his medicine.
Yep. I probably would have played 3 rails around. The way he played it is much more consistent, a much higher percentage way of playing. Sometimes you can get yourself in trouble trying to get that perfect position. But again, I'm a little more comfortable playing the cue ball 2-3 rails around, playing a fair amount of rotation. So again, just comes down to personal preference. He got out, so he played it right.
Yep. Sometimes that's what it comes down to. Doesn't matter what the pattern is, as long as you get it out. That's what makes 8-ball, in my opinion, so much fun, because there are sometimes so many different ways to do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of chess to it. A lot more thinking. It's funny. I hear some people say that 9-ball is so much harder than 8-ball. It's like there are.
I mean,
with
position-wise,
9-ball
maybe 9-ball's a little harder if you don't have really great stroke and can really control the cue ball
well,
and know where it's going. But
moving the cue ball, you have to move the cue ball a lot more in rotation, 9-ball or 10-ball. But position, the windows are a lot tighter in 8-ball because there's a lot more balls on the table. All right, so Dale behind 1-0 will break. Breaking from the head spot, makes a ball, and he's not going to like it.
and gets hosed on the leaf.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate.
Yeah, that is where
He hit it
pool
great.
is brutal.
Hit it great.
sometimes.
Little Limburger says, is there a way to move the yellow highlight on the scoreboard over to the second slot to show that it's the second round?
Nope. The reason why it's yellow, black, and blue is for 9-ball, 8-ball, and 10-ball.
Oh, there you go.
That's what the color codes stand for.
All right. What would you do here, Chris?
Punt. You want my crazy shot?
Yeah.
Hit the
what's
cue
crazy
off the
shot?
rail, jump over the 7-9 in the corner.
Ooh, that's fun. But at that distance, you poke
Yeah.
your eye out with a cue ball.
Correct. I would almost maybe consider trying to, I don't know. I'd almost want to say the same thing. The rail
he's
jump.
trying that. Here it comes. Oh, it's not a bad shot to try, but this close is too close.
Yeah, it's extremely hard to execute.
You know, if there was another couple inches between the cue ball and the rail, you have time to get your cue ball out of
Right,
there, your
get the
cue out
ball
of the way.
cue out of the way, and let that cue ball rise up.
Yeah, because what you do is what he was looking at is if you elevate and hit into the
If he
side
wants to
rail,
pull that, maybe same thing. Cue off the rail with a lot of right-hand English to try and jump over the 1 and pocket that 3-ball. Because it's open table. All you got to do is call a 3. So even if you were to catch the 14
yeah,
and drop the 3. But that's my 490. I'm going to get crazy and think I
would probably
get
play.
lucky.
I would play safe.
But
If
yeah,
you
it's
shoot-
definitely some kind of
if-
safe here. But where do you play safe from?
If you shoot straight into the end rail and the 7-ball just barely moves, you basically want to try to get that cue ball right back up
exactly
to right where
back
it is.
Yep.
So, not a high percentage, but, I don't think he has a high percentage
Yeah, I don't
shot
think
here.
anything's high percentage from here.
But lots of different opportunities. And
Well,
where that came out, I don't
that's
think
not
that was
so
a bad
bad,
decision
yeah.
at all. He's got the 5 almost straight in. So that'll probably be Zach's starter.
But then he's got to figure out how to get that 4 back out.
4-ball's going to be his trouble ball. I don't believe it goes by the 10. So we're going to look at just getting started and seeing what options he has from there. Zach's pocketed balls really well today. My attempt at commentator curse number 4 or 5?
Right?
Last
Yeah,
one failed.
he's
Last
been-
one failed because he
He's
got
been
out where
shooting
he
some
should.
really
but
nice
I
shots
say he
at good
makes this.
speed.
Yep.
Yeah, well done.
He's pocketed balls very well. At least has shown that so far. So now I think he should get after that 4-ball right away. Shoot the 3 on the side and get some sort of angle on the 2-ball. He can draw out to get an angle on to go off the side rail and into the 4, or he could almost just stop it there, draw it back maybe an inch to where he has a little bit of angle to go straight down off the 2 into the 4. Oh, I think he came out too far. Oh, I think that's what he was playing for. He just came out too far.
Yep.
Now to get into that 4, he's got to hit so much inside English, and it's just going to kill the cue ball too. He might still be able to get there, but it's going to require some effort. Looks like it might be what he's doing, is hitting this with inside. He did,
He
but
did.
unfortunately, with the
Ooh,
angle that he had,
ouch.
just too much angle. Yeah, that was a tough shot.
So
All right,
possibly
so Dale's
a,
got an opportunity here.
yeah, little reprieve for Dale, possibly with ball in hand.
And this is a good decision. Playing safe. He's going to freeze him on the back of the 4, which some people would think, oh, well, that's his ball. Well, he's not going to make it anywhere.
Yeah, if you
And
freeze him on it.
It forces him to either kick at another ball or it forces him to break your 13 out for you.
Yep.
So I really like that. Basically, just shooting the 10 ball somewhere in the middle of the table and trying to freeze that cue ball on the 4, because that will eliminate any makeable shots for Zach. And then either he's kicking or he's breaking out your last ball. So I think this is a good decision. Ooh, he's not putting draw on it, though.
Yeah,
Is he trying to make it?
Why is he topping this?
He's trying to make it. Wow.
Great shot, but no
Yeah.
reward.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, yeah, I guess now that the 10's out of the way, that 13 goes past the 4 in the corner. But
It does. It does.
unfortunately, yeah, he did
Boy,
not
he's
get.
in a tough spot here now.
Yeah, he did not get a
Because
good leave.
If he makes that 11, the cue ball's going to go over towards that 8. And with a 7 and 1 there, he almost has to get the 13 next. There's no other ball he'll be able to make after it.
Well, nice shot.
And look what happened. 6 ball bumped the 13 and froze on the 4. So now the 13 does not go in the other corner pocket. Wow. Yeah. It's not good for Dale. It's great. Great for Zach, though.
Yep, great for Zach.
Zach's a big fan of that shot. Yeah, that's too bad. Made a nice shot to make the ball, but yeah, now Dale's in a tough spot. So pretty much forced to, if he's going to make a ball, the 12 or the 14 is really all he has. So either float for the 9 or put a little draw on it for an angle on the 15 to break out the 13 next. So now he's got either a thin cut on the 15 in the side. I don't believe it goes by the 8. Might, but it's close. So either that or the thin cut on the 9. And maybe there's actually a lane. The angle that we've got right now, there's a lane between that 15 and 8. Thanks you for switching away from it after I was referencing it.
It's all right.
So you can see there's this angle between, or that lane between the 8 and the 15.
And the 8.
But
I was
man,
going to
you
say
got to hit it perfect. So he's trying to thin cut the 15 and get into the 13, and he did one of those two things, and unfortunately the one thing was not make the ball. So he did just about the worst thing that he could have done there, which was break out Zach's only trouble ball and give him a shot on it. So Zach's in really good shape from here. So from here, he's got the 7 or the 6. Honestly, I'd play the 7 here. A little bit of draw, a little bit of low right. Kick the cue ball out 2 rails off the end rail and the side or the side rail. He's pointing at the rails as I'm calling it. But yeah, I'm thinking exactly what he's thinking. Just hit this with low right. Cue ball will go off the head rail, off to the side rail, have the
right around that one ball.
Right
one ball in the same pocket.
Even if he comes too far on that, he'll have the 6. So very safe shot, high percentage shot. Honestly, he probably wanted a little bit more angle on that 1 to naturally go down off the end rail and come back up to put the 6 in the same pocket. He got kind of straight on it, which means he's either going to have to hit a little bit of inside to go between the 6 and the rail, or a little bit of right to try to come straight down table. he tried to hold it, which looks like he has a good shot on it in the side, which was very touchy little shot, and hit it pretty good. So unfortunately, from where he's at, though, he doesn't have a natural angle to get over to the 8 to make that 8 an easier shot. But the way he's played all night long is when he gets into these positions, instead of trying to get fancy, he just takes his medicine and makes a little tougher shot. Let's see what he does. Yep, did the exact same thing. My opinion, that was a good decision. A lot of other people would have tried to get fancy there to get an easier shot on the 8, which a lot of times things can go wrong.
6 ball, yep.
Sure. Now take a little tougher shot on that 8 and just make it. Nice out. And Zach takes a lead, 2-0. This one's only going to 5, so every game is huge.
Yes, it is.
So these Dale is not making big mistakes. He's making little mistakes.
But it's costing him.
Zach is taking advantage every single time.
Yeah, and at this caliber, players' caliber, those little mistakes are costly. You know, a slightly lower ranked players, we can get away with that sometimes and come back to the table. But
yeah, you can make those smaller mistakes and get another shot. But in the Masters Series, that's not going to happen nearly as often.
No, very, very little.
All right, so Zach's first break was dry. I don't remember exactly where he broke. I know Dale broke dead center. Let's see if Zach changes it up. So he's got, looks like about a ball and a half right of dead center. At the head string line, looking like he's going for a head ball break here. Let's see how it goes. 10 ball lips in and out of the side pocket, and once again, he's dry. All right, so again, I'm not sure where he broke the first time, but what he needs to be doing is trying different spots.
Yep.
It's a magic rack. You're getting a good tight rack. So it's just a matter of either adjusting your speed or the angle that you're coming into that head ball. So we'll see what he does next time. But Dale now has an opportunity to get out here and take a game.
Yep.
And he needs it down 2-0.
Yes, he does. I see he's probably looking at stripes, and the trick is getting the 12 ball out and the 13 ball out.
Yeah. And the 11. I mean, the 11 goes, obviously, but the angle
it's
you need to get to it.
It's a funky spot where it is, and a funky angle you need on it.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Dan Yenner says, little mistakes. I had a perfect Dale joke. Yeah, completely unintentional, I'm ashamed to say. Did not do that on purpose. All right, so Dale makes a nice attempt at getting that ball out. Unfortunately, makes it worse. Dumper Dan thinks Dale needs a fireball. You might be right, Dan.
Yep.
Something just to
calm the nerves a little bit.
Yeah.
I like this. He's not putting the 14 in front of the 1 ball.
No, he's trying to play the cue ball behind those 2 balls.
So I kind of like that idea to try and take over that pocket because I mean, it's not easy, don't get me wrong, but there's a possibility of the 12-1 going in the pocket, even though it's off of center a little bit.
The one thing that I like is Dale had an opportunity to go after a shot there to make it, but it was obvious that he wasn't in a position to very easily get out. And rather than trying to take those last few options off the table and sell the farm like he did last rack, and I don't fault him for it, but what happens is now he actually has more traffic on the table for his opponent to get around, and sit back, play a little defense. This is one thing, it makes me throw up in my mouth a little bit when I say it, but Taylor Collar is very good at this game.
Yes, he is.
He does a great job of
He's
playing
great
defense
at the
when he
defense
needs to.
game.
Yep.
Yeah, I asked him to shoot
Much
summer
as I hate
league.
to admit it.
Yep, I asked him to shoot summer league with me once, and he's like, "What do you want to shoot with me for?" I says, "Because believe it or not, I want to learn where you see when to start dumping in our 8-ball rack, because I dig myself too deep in a hole sometimes."
Yeah.
So if we're playing, summer league and we can do a little coaching, if it looks like I'm going to start digging a hole, say, "Hey, dummy, this is now when you play safe." Yeah, Taylor's very, very good at that. He really excelled at that.
And it's one of those things that that when you don't have that open rack ahead of you, making every ball that you make before getting those trouble balls out, you are slowly slitting your throat shot by shot by shot.
Because you're taking away them chances to have a chance of breaking out that ball.
Yep. Every ball is an opportunity to get that trouble ball out. And if you make all of them but one, you only have one shot at a breakout. If you have 6 balls on the table, you've got 6 opportunities to break that ball out.
And if you do break it out and don't get a leave on it, now you've got options for something else to shoot at.
Yeah.
You get down to that last ball, you go for that breakout and get hooked, you still sell out the farm.
And another thing, when you get to the point where you do miss, if you've got 6 balls on the table, that's 6 pieces of traffic in the way that makes it much harder for your opponent to get out. The worst thing that you can do is make 7 balls and miss. Other than just shit cannon the 8-ball. That would be worse.
Right.
All right, so Dale, back into defense mode again. Very nice shot there. Looking to see if he cut him off from the 2-ball, and he didn't wince. So looks like the 2-ball may be cut off.
Yeah. Your overhead makes it look like the 6 might be in a little bit of the way. Zach's been pretty good with the jump cue.
Yep. So
here we go.
A 98.7% chance he's going to jump this. And the thing is,
it might break out the 5-ball.
Yeah, and he also has a bit of a funnel with the 10-ball there, because he can hit that 10-ball almost dead center. As long as it's any bit left of center, it's going in. So that makes that pocket bigger. Yep, just like he did right there. Hit that 10-ball full, but it still went. He's joking with Dale, saying
he didn't get
that
the
he
outcome
wanted
he
to
for.
break that 5-ball out. Dale said he was glad that he didn't.
Yep. I'm sure
Honest
he
answer.
is glad.
Very honest answer. Yeah. All right, so Zach he's running out of options here, honestly. He's got the 4-ball, but once he gets that 4-ball out of there, that's the only ball down on that end of the table.
No, he's playing safe on it.
That really could be considered a break ball. So I think he very smartly stopped pocketing balls and played safe.
And really, I think the only thing he...
So now Dale, in my opinion, if that 15-1 doesn't go, he has to break that 13 ball out. Because at this point, his opponent still has a trouble ball. Not a bad idea
that, but
to try to do that there.
To a small point, what does it accomplish?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was a great safe shot. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Placed the cue ball very well. But look at what Zach is going to do now. This is a very easy save. And Dale is really going to be in trouble. All he's got to do is nick that 1 ball.
Yep, and hook him.
And go to a rail, and he's going to be frozen, or really close to frozen, behind that 1 ball.
No,
got a little
called
bit
it.
of a bump, but yeah, Dale's in jail right now. So Dale can get a hit, but again, Dale still has 2 trouble balls.
Yep. I would
And-
not recommend trying to hit that 12. I would go after the 10, 14 over there
Yeah.
and try and bump one of them because, you
Right.
do not want to open up that 1 ball.
Well, honestly, it wouldn't be the end of the world. He needs to break one of those 2 balls out while keeping one of them in. Yep. You can go ahead. All right, so we do have one other match going on tonight. It is not televised or streamed, but there's a match going on, and they've got a close shot here, so they need a ref. So Chris is heading over there to get out the camera and record a shot here. That's one thing that's made a huge difference in the game, in my opinion, is slow motion camera. Getting those close shots called is so much easier when you have a camera there. Personally, I would prefer to, rather than even getting a ref, is I would have my opponent record it on his camera and let him call it rather than having a ref take a look at it. Just because they do such a good job of making it clear whether a shot is a good shot or not. All right, so Zach just rolled the 4 ball out here. I think, again, the right move for him. He's got more open balls here. Dale, unfortunately, as he got a hit on his last turn, rolled the 14 and the 10 ball together. So right now, 4 out of 5 balls are trouble balls for him. So he has got to start making progress on that, which it looks like he is right now, trying to get that 13 ball out of there, which I think was the right decision because put Zach in a tricky little spot. I'm not sure if the 3 ball goes to by the 14 or not. But even if he does, there's only 1 ball on the table, or on that end of the table, the same end of the table as the 1, to break a ball out. So Dale is finally starting to make some progress on his trouble balls. So Zach, what he needs to do is he needs to start moving balls down towards the other end of the table to give himself some break balls. So this is a perfect example of that. That 4 ball sitting over the side pocket like that. If the cue ball gets anywhere on the other end of the table, it's going to be able to then cut that 4 ball in and break out as 1. So Dale is putting the 11 ball in a better spot. Again, I believe another good shot. So Zach is left with not much to shoot at here. The 4 ball's in a good spot, so I don't think he's going to want to touch that. In my opinion, maybe shoot the 6 ball down at the other end of the table. He could. He's got to get a hit. But yeah, getting another ball down on the other end of the table that could potentially be a break ball for that 1 ball of his is going to probably help him the most. Obviously, he's got to get a shot or a hit. So I think this is going to, the hard part with this is you got to hit the 6 ball. Oh, boy, that's not a good spot. Yeah, I don't think that's going to help him out at all. Honestly, that helps Dale because now the 10 ball goes. And that angle that he was just looking at right there naturally breaks out the 14. So not sure if that helped Zach's cause a ton, but still, I would say I would put him with the upper hand here. Wow, that was a thin cut. And he almost made the 8 ball. Whew. Yeah. All right. So Zach now has basically, I mean, he could make the 3. The 5 ball does go by the 8. Unfortunately, like if he wouldn't have put that 6 ball there, he'd have an opportunity to get out because he can shoot the 3 ball, get the angle on the 4 that he needs, that he's looking at right now, to break out the 1 and have the 5 ball to make afterwards. But where's that 6 ball going to go? I mean, he almost has to play for a bank on the 6. Ooh, I think he just missed that ball.
He hit that terrible.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Maybe. Boy, he hasn't missed anything that bad tonight, so he might have been. Yeah, I think he might have been playing safe. But yeah, really taking a chance shooting that ball down there, especially since Dale can make the 10-14 now. But it didn't come out too bad because that 12 ball still doesn't go.
I was going to say, the 12 ball's still tied up.
Yep.
Once you get on short side, which is a really teeny tiny window to try and hit for a lead.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so Dale just needs to make the ball here. Ooh, boy, I don't know. Seemed like he was just kind of winging it there.
Yeah.
I don't know. He really hit that with a lot of speed.
I don't know if he was hoping to miss the 8 and break that up.
Yeah, maybe. But the thing is he didn't have to. Like, that 10 ball goes. But, all right, so now he's got to hit the backside of this 14. Made a great shot. Froze up against that 6 ball, which forces Zach to get that 6 ball out of there. And now Dale is finally starting to get things getting things closer to his advantage. Zach, I think, was making good decisions earlier, but the last couple shots he hasn't really helped himself. The goal is to improve your position somehow every single shot. That doesn't always mean you're going to make a shot. Doesn't always mean you're going to get a great save, but you have to do something to improve your position with every single shot if you can. You know, in this case, you just need to get a hit. But I think the last couple shots prior, he didn't really improve his position at all. So, made a good shot there, though. He was able to get a hit without breaking the 10 ball out. So Dale now again has 2 trouble balls. So you can thin cut the 14 and break out the 10 here. Oh, boy, we are just locked into defense mode here, which isn't the worst thing.
Nope.
Nothing wrong with not selling out the farm.
Yeah, good safety battle.
And it's hard to see from here. To me, that 14 ball seemed fairly makeable in the side with a natural angle to break out the 10. But again, that's from the booth, which is a lot of times you're seeing angles that aren't actually there.
Yep.
So
give us a good proper view, we'll say. Gets us close.
Yep.
And even looking at the table live, we're at a side view, so sometimes there too, it's very hard to see an angle.
Yeah.
Like from here, I'd almost say Zach might have a remote chance at that 6 ball. Maybe not.
Yeah, right. When I look at the table, it doesn't look that way, but when I look at the monitor, definitely looks like he could cut that 6 on the side. But the problem is if he cuts the 6 and misses it, he's selling out the shot.
Yep.
All right. Tyler says, sounds like Chris's mic is muted, and Tyler is correct.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tyler.
That's all right.
It's all right.
It's that mediocre commentary. we
Yeah,
took.
I
It's
muted it
hard
because I
to-
knew the doors could be open a little bit, and these mics do pick up
Yeah.
the outside noise pretty well.
Yeah, Chris had to go ref that shot, so he muted things for then. Forgot to do it when he got back. So thanks, Tyler. All right, so Dale now has, as far as makeable balls, he's only got the 13. I don't see a breakout shot here, so making this ball isn't going to help him again. So All right. So, in my opinion, Zach needs to get that one ball out here. If you don't start getting your balls out, because the thing is the 10 ball is still in trouble for Dale. And if you have 2 balls that are trouble balls without, like a very close ball as a break ball or an obvious break ball, if you always have 2, you're not going to be able to try to get out without taking a chance.
I like option A that Dale was looking at, playing the 14-4 and take away that break ball.
Yeah. All right, so that didn't improve Dale at all. That took away his break ball. If the combo goes, actually looks like the combo's pretty good. But again, it's a 3-ball combo, which I hate combos to begin with. 2-ball combos, so a 3-ball combo.
Much less a 3-ball combo.
But again, they're not improving their position. They need to start improving their position. Zach needs to shoot that 1 ball out of there because Dale still doesn't have the 10 ball or an obvious break ball on it. So once he does that, then Zach has an opportunity to get out. Until that happens, he's just not going to have that opportunity. So Dale is going to take...
we can have an offensive shot finally?
Yeah, and honestly,
Here we go.
this could break out the 10 as well. If he hits this with just top, it will go to the end rail, and potentially, even if he put in a little bit of top or a little bit of right on it, he could get the 10 ball out as well, but it doesn't look like he's going to go after it.
Woo-hoo. An offensive shot.
Wake up, everybody. Wake up.
We're going to start playing some pool again, maybe.
Yeah.
Pocketing balls.
I do not like the fact that he shot the only ball
His only
in
open
the
ball?
middle of the table. I mean, I know why he did it. He wanted to get a better angle, but man, it's a better angle on a 3-ball combo. But, yeah. Well, that, on the other hand, helped him significantly. And now what Zach needs to do is glance off the 1 and make the 13, which is what he's going to do. Because then it puts Dale in a real tough spot. If that 1 ball comes out, it could cover the cue ball, which it did. Now Dale's really in trouble. And Zach finally is down to 1 trouble ball. And it doesn't do Dale any good to hit it. That's one thing. Honestly, if this was me, I would shoot the 1 ball into that cluster.
Yep.
Maybe
tie
shoot it behind the 10 ball, because it doesn't do Dale any good to get a hit here. What happens if he gets a hit?
He opens up the 6 ball.
He opens up the 6 ball.
See, he's looking at jumping and trying to pocket the 12, but then what?
There's no advantage to getting a hit. A lot of times when I'm playing my opponents, I'll pick up the cue ball and give it to them. And they give me this weird look.
Yep.
Well, sometimes it doesn't help you to get a hit.
Right. I personally think it's a little wrong not to even bump one of their balls or something and just pick up the cue and go, here you go. I think that, but yeah, I get it. This would almost be one of them positions to go, here you go.
Right. But yeah,
but unfortunately, I think with ball in hand, he can get behind the 6
ball
and put it in the side here and get out. So
yeah, right. Absolutely, I agree.
Oh my God!
Like that was an incredible. Did you get the
incredible.
replay on that?
I think so.
Holy cow!
Yeah, I did.
That was a phenomenal shot. But to my point, he's still in trouble.
Yeah, because now he can't
make
jump for this one.
incredible shot like that. Like, that's a shot of the match. That's a shot of the week. Might be a shot of this round.
Yep.
Like, holy cow. Phenomenal shot, but it just
buried
doesn't.
back behind the 1.
Doesn't do him any good. I mean, he's got to make another circus shot.
Here we go. Efren Zebank. Z
Yeah.
shot behind the 10, 10
Well,
inside.
It's a Z kick.
Z kick. That's it. That's what I meant. Thank you.
Right. Holy cow. And I don't think he even has the angle to get there. That's the thing. Like, it doesn't do him any good.
Now you back cut the 1 and put the 1 on the 8.
Yeah. Now it's really brutal. But I think he's got to roll. Try to get the 1 ball in there. I just said it 50 times, so it doesn't make sense to say it much more again, but he's in the same situation. Like, it does not help him at all to get a hit here. Roll the 1 ball up roll the 1 ball up on top of the 8. Even if it just helps you a little bit, do something to improve your position.
Yeah, make him kick break. Ooh,
See?
nice
What did
try,
he do?
but unfortunately,
He broke up his only trouble ball.
Yep.
Now he has ball in hand. He
Yeah,
doesn't even
it's
need
ball
ball
in
in hand. Yeah. I mean,
Brutal.
it was a valiant effort by Dale. I mean, to make a shot and get out.
it was a great hero shot. Don't get me wrong,
Sure.
but
Unfortunately, just once Zach made that last ball and put him in jail behind the 1, you have to just switch modes. And it's tough when you're down 2-0.
yep. I
Because
mean, I get it
that
because he
changes
feels like
things
he's
too.
down. He's got to get out,
You know.
and
When you're in that position, that a lot of times affects your decision making too. You know, if the other guy's on the hill, obviously you got to try.
right.
something.
If he's on the
He's
hill,
not on the
then
hill,
you got to
but
go for the
still,
hill
like
hero shots. But I mean, I get it. If he made that, doesn't get hooked by the 1, he can kick behind the 10 and try and do the same
Sure.
thing, kick the 10
But
back in the
that's
side.
still-
But
that's
unfortunately,
still
yeah,
a
it's
circus shot.
Yep. That
You
is
know?
a very low percentage out.
Yep.
Yeah, 5-4, 3-8.
Yep.
And Zach is 3-0.
Ooh, attempt at a commentator curse. Nice
Yes.
job.
You like that?
Well done.
I'm throwing out the prediction.
There you go. I like it. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to
Comes back
curse Zach from here, but
I don't like the
good
dig.
effort. I'll give you that. Yeah, Zach's playing well.
Yep.
He is not making much for mistakes, playing high percentage shots.
And pulling them off.
Yep. Taking the harder shots instead of trying to get fancy with your position. This is master level play, no
Ooh.
doubt about it.
Surprised he hit that as firm as he did, but I mean,
Yeah.
he got away with it. I mean, don't
Well,
get
I
me
think-
wrong, but
Yeah, I don't think he intended to hit it that hard. A lot of times you get to this point, that adrenaline starts flowing.
Yep.
You start hitting balls hard.
All
All right.
right.
3-0. And Dale is needing a game. He cannot let Zach get to the hill here.
nope.
Just can't.
He's got to let go of that frustration.
Yep.
And again, I mean, to a point, I don't care if you're a 650 or a 450. Letting go of frustration is not always easy.
No.
You know,
No, not
Dale
at
is
all.
really under the gun now because he's down 3 games.
Yep.
That's sitting in the. That's not even sitting in the back of his head anymore. That's sitting in the middle of his head. So there's.
Right.
He's feeling the pressure.
Yep. No doubt about it.
He's probably mad at himself because now he's going, well, what did I do that for? And broke that crap out and sold out the rack. I should have
Yeah.
kept playing safe.
Well, I don't. He's probably mad that he made the amazing shot and got screwed,
Yep.
which is true. He did. There's no doubt about it because he made a phenomenal shot, and he did not get rewarded for it. But all right, let's see. Trying dead center. That's what he tried again. That's what he tried last time. He did make a ball, though. Unfortunately, it was just welded behind that other ball. All right, and 6 ball almost goes. Nothing. All right, so Zach comes to the table with the opportunity to put himself on the hill. He's got some work to do, though. That 14-1-4 needs to be worked out. The 3 ball's a trouble ball. The 13's a trouble ball, honestly. I think it does go past the 5, but a small window to get in to pocket it. Might be able to shoot the 13 into the 2 or the 5 into the 2. Actually, I think the 5 would be better to shoot into the 2. Just roll it up and leave it covering
open
that
up
pocket.
the 5 ball anyways.
Yeah.
If you want to take solids.
Yeah. But the 9-6, both tricky. The 6 does go, but again, small window that you need to get in to be able to make it. So the break-in or the table run from this point is going to be pretty tough. Let's see what he can do. Looks like he's going after the 13 ball.
Well shot.
Very nice shot.
Unfortunately, the 5 rolled up on the 12.
I think it bumped it. Do we have a side angle there? I think the 12 does go. Yeah, it's hard to see from here. I was looking at the ball, and it looked like there was a little bit of separation when it hit it.
I got that angle a little bit.
Yeah, the 12 does. It looks like it goes there, too. And the reason it's so consequential is the 12 ball is a break ball for that 14. I don't know. Like, I think he's got a good average. He could, the 15 straight here, so can shoot the 15 in, and I think you have to play the 12, or is it the 10? Yeah, the 10 that's in front of the 2. You got to follow the 2 in with the 10. Because the 2 ball is real deep in that pocket, which makes, following that ball in a pretty simple shot. You got to get straight on the 10 to be able to do that. But it's a great shot where you're following a ball in like that, because if it doesn't go,
you
typically
take over
your
the pocket.
ball takes over that pocket and covers it. So nice shot there. He's exactly where he needs to be. Now on this shot, what you need to do, you need to make sure that the 10 ball is rolling forward when it hits the 2 ball itself. It can't be sliding. If you hit it hard, it will be sliding the entire way, and that 10 ball is going to sit there. So there's 2 ways you can do it. You can hit it to where it builds up its own forward rolling speed, which means if there's more of a distance between the 10 and the 2, and let it just get rolling to get that momentum. The other option is what I usually do, is put draw on the cue ball, because that translates to follow on that 10 ball, and it gets it rolling forward. Yep, just like that.
That's what he did. Well done.
All right, so now he's got a cut on that 9 ball. And if he makes this ball, it depends on where the cue ball ends up. He has an out on a very difficult table. So I really like how Zach's playing here. The cue ball should kill off that 6 to a certain extent. So if he can hit this with a little bit of right to get the cue ball into that 6 full and just hit it nice and easy. He hit it with more speed. Hit a great shot to make it, but that cue ball is not very well controlled, which was going to be really difficult with that 6 ball there anyway. So made a nice shot, but now he's got a decision to make, because the only ball he can really get a hit on is the 11, and he doesn't want to roll that 11 ball up on the backside of the 3.
You might be able to see the backside of that
ball.
12. But it doesn't go anywhere because the 6 is in the way.
Yeah, and that's going to break out Dale's 4-1. So I don't think that is going to be anything he's going to go after. So I think he's just got to roll up and touch that 11. Very, very tough shot to do so, though. Yeah, that's tough. I don't see much else, though. I mean, he could roll the 11 ball up to where you hit it with enough speed to roll the 3 ball down
And
by
get
the
it down by the
4 and
4-1.
1. That would be a good shot. But again, that 11 ball looks pretty froze or very close to froze on the side rail, and the 3 ball has about an inch, maybe an inch and a half of separation, so it's not like it's a straight combo. So he's going to the bag here.
Yeah, I think he's getting out a different jump cue.
All right, so it's got an extension on that jump, so this is a long-range jump. And
I think he's going after the 14.
I think he's going after the 14 as well, which is a bad decision. In my opinion.
Looks like he's changing his mind.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh boy.
Just wants more chalk on the tip.
If he makes it, it's a game winner. It's a set winner. It's a match winner. But it's also, there's a high probability that he opens the door for Dale, which is the door that he needs to get back in here. So we'll see. Hero shot attempt incoming. I mean, he's definitely impressed me for sure on his jump ability.
Yeah,
but I think this is a bad decision. If he makes it,
yeah, if anything, I almost like coming across like the front of the 11.
It's never a bad decision if you make it. But
and send that cue down by the 6. But here we go.
Wow, get the replay ready.
I got the replay ready, baby.
This is too much risk. Yeah, that's why. That is 100% why.
Oh my God!
He broke everything out and opened the door wide open for Dale when he didn't need to. There was no reason he needed to do that. Yeah, that's the first significant mistake that I've seen Zach make thus far, which halfway through the second set, I think is pretty good. But yeah, I think that was a judgment error there. Because now Dale gets to immediately get his trouble ball out, and the rest of them are wide open.
I don't know if the 3 makes it past the 4. That's kind of a tight-looking window.
All right, so Dale is looking at the right ball that he needs to get out, which is that 3 ball. He's got a few different options. He can either shoot the 1 or the 3 ball down the rail. Looks like he looked at that, and that 4 ball might be in the way. So I think that might be why he didn't go at it. If it was me, I would shoot the 5 in the side and give myself enough angle to just shoot, basically roll forward with a good amount of force and bump that 3 ball out, because there's 2 things that you want to do when you break the ball out. Number 1, obviously, is break the ball out. But the second is to have a plan for your shot after the breakout. And with the 6 ball, with the 4 ball, with the 7 ball, all pretty much covering holes, taking that right away was the right shot, in my opinion. I think Dale's just not making great decisions here. Like, he got the angle that he needs, but man, this is a missable shot. This is tough. Yeah.
You called it.
Yeah. Boy, I did not want to commentator curse him there, but well, I guess I called him missing it, so that's not a curse.
Yeah, not really a curse, because you said it's a very missable
I didn't
ball.
think he was going to miss it, but it was a missable shot. Like, he needed to address that 3 ball with ball in hand. That shot, when you have ball in hand, that is the time you need to get that trouble ball out. And I understand why he shot the 4 ball out of there, because the 3 ball didn't go by, and he planned on just shooting the 3 ball past it after it. But that's waiting 2 shots to address your trouble ball. You need to find a way to do it right away. And Zach overstroked that ball.
Yeah, Dale might get away with this one.
Yep, looks like he will.
So Zach will be dragging out the jump cue again.
Yeah, the problem is this is a scratch shot if he makes it in the corner. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's why he's banking it. Because if he would have cut it past the 5, the cue ball would have scratched in the side. This is another thing, too. If you're jumping, a lot of times banking a ball, if that means that you're going to hit it flush, hit it absolutely straight, is usually the better decision. Wow. Man, that is a match-winning shot. Holy cow. Absolutely phenomenal. He has put on a jumping clinic tonight.
Ooh.
Fantastic shot.
He's getting down on it right. Oh,
all right, so needing to get that little chip out of the way just in case.
yep. Rather
Oh,
be
sorry.
safe than sorry.
Yep. Did I say match winning? Yeah, it's third. It's 3-0. So
Well, either way,
put him
though,
on the
it's
hill.
going to put a lot of pressure on Dale being on the hill.
My
So
mistake there, but yeah, either way, it's putting Dale in a world of hurt because now he has to win 5 in a row.
that's not easy, especially with alternate
Phenomenal
break.
jump. But the fact that I think that decision to bank that rather than cut it was the reason that that was a much more, it makes it a much more makeable shot, even though it's a bank.
Yeah, here's a
Yeah.
replay of that jump bank while they rack.
Oh, you got a replay of it?
Yeah,
That was
I
a
got her.
phenomenal shot. It's pretty much straight in, which helps off the rail, but you still got to hit it so good. And he did. Just hit it great. What a shot. Well done, Zach. Phenomenal shot.
Yeah, phenomenal shooting tonight.
Well, Dale's up against it.
Yeah, he's against the wall now.
Wow.
You want to talk about pressure? That's pressure.
The one thing, though, and it's funny to say it, but sometimes you get in this position and all the pressure's gone.
Right, now you
Because
just start freewheeling.
You're like, what do I have to lose? You
Yep.
know, like, I can't do any worse, so it seems that sometimes this does. So Zach's going back to that same break. He needs to move it. I'll see if he can make one this time. But he's breaking from the same spot. And he
It
gets
might
the
get
same
10.
result.
Yeah, it's dry.
You got to change it up, Zach. You got to change it. What's the definition of insanity?
Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result.
Yep. All right. Dale has got to get out. And this is a very runnable table. The solids, you've got blocker balls, but the blocker balls are all solids. So if he can get in there and start playing very precise little position shots, he can start plucking them away one by one and getting them out. Got a good starter ball. He's got the 2 ball with a little bit of angle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, except for the 4 ball, maybe I like solids.
Yep. 4 ball goes by the 13 though.
Yep.
It's not a wide open gimme out, but it's a runnable table. That was a good start. Very good start. So now just a little stop shot on the 5 and get that 7 out of there. And he's addressed the handful of balls on this table. Ooh, I didn't realize there was that angle there. Wow, that's okay. Playing for the combo.
Play the combo. Unless you want to take the 6 in the side and try and figure out how to get back
Yeah,
on the
I
3.
think-
That's the hard part.
As much as I hate combos, this one's a pretty decent one because it's almost perfectly straight, and he can play it at speed. Ooh, he punched that a lot harder than I expected. I thought he would just hit that pocket speed so the 3 ball sits there.
He's in trouble.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's in real serious trouble now.
That shot might have just cost him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, the 15's tough-ish, and 11, you got to be down on that side of the table to get at it. But other than that, Zach is wide open. So
I would almost, as much as I hate to tie up my ball, I would consider putting the 6 on the 13.
Yeah. Yeah, either that or trying to, if he just thins that 3 ball with right-hand English, right-hand spin, might be able to get the 3 to cover.
I think he's going to kick at the 6
Yeah,
the way he
that's
was
what he
calling
called.
that side
That's what he
pocket,
called.
but you know, it comes back
But,
to that hero shot
yeah,
thing.
again,
It's like
the 6
I would,
ball, like they'll shoot the.
as much as I hate to tie up a ball,
Making the 6 doesn't do him any good. He's just not looking past this next shot, which.
well, if he
Well,
hits
we've
it
all
at the
been
right
there.
speed to get the cue to sit about where the 6 is, it'll give him the 4.
Yeah, that's true. The 4 ball could go by the 13. Boy, he's got to hit this good.
He's got to hit it perfect.
Dead center, nice and easy. Yeah, that's tough. Well,
Well,
Zach has an opportunity to close it out here. Gonna have to play a combo, get that 14 down to make the 10. Because I don't think he's got another makeable ball. The 9-ball doesn't go by the 13. So he's going to shoot that 14 ball. Probably going to have to go rail first. Actually, might be able to hit that 10 ball directly. But nice and easy. He's got to get that 13 ball out of there. Because otherwise the
Yep,
9 ball
make
doesn't have
make a lane for that
hole.
9 ball.
Yeah. All right. That'll work. So he's got the 11 now. But the problem is that 11 needed to get kind of straight on that 11 to get the 15. So now he may have to go 2 rails, maybe play into the 3 off 2 rails to get that 15. But he's got to get that 15 out. And I think he's got to do it now. Because I don't see how else he comes down there, gets back down there again. So hit this with a little bit of inside English. Oh, he's drawing it away, so not playing the 15 next. So we'll see. We'll see what he can do here. Man, off this
Yeah.
14, he has got to get straight on the 13. If he can, and then get straight on the 9, he can roll forward to the 15. Which will make it an out for him. But, man, he's got to hit.
He's got to
3
make a couple
shots
really precision shots here.
Very well here.
No gimme. Not yet.
No, hit it good.
Yeah.
All right, very nice. That gives him the straight in, the ability to get straight in on that 9, which is what he has to get. And then he has to play a very, very particular speed shot to get on that 15. But he's got probably a diamond width distance,
To hit.
between 2 diamonds that he can get, and he's all right. But he's got to get straight on that 9 ball. Well, that's what he's looking at. The opportunity is here. I'm not sure he has his pattern set.
He's not.
It looks like he's going to
not
try something
100%.
different. No, he's trying something different here. If he got straight on that 9, he could follow it straight down.
Yeah, for some reason he just doesn't
He's
look
trying
comfortable on
He
it.
must not like it, so he's caught. Boy, oof.
It's
Could
good.
go 2 rails down, maybe into the 3 to take the 15 next. That's what he tried, but he just came up way short.
I mean, yeah, I see what he's trying to do, and I mean, you've got a 4-0 lead, so I guess you could try one. If it works out great, if not, wreck.
But man, he had a pretty obvious pattern there. But it's one of those things. It's obvious from the booth.
Yep, it's
Too,
obvious from the
you know,
booth and
which
whatever
is
you feel
easy to-
comfortable. But if
easy to
you
see
don't
from
like
here.
it, yeah, he maybe didn't like the angle on that 13 and didn't think he could stay straight on the 9. So
So now he's got to play safe. Going to hit the high side of the 15 with left-hand English and try to get behind the float the cue ball behind the 8. That's
No, I think
exactly
he's
what
trying to hit the 15 off the 8 in the corner.
No. No, I don't think so. He's trying to play the cue ball.
That would
cue
be a
ball
Chris
behind
shot.
the 8.
Yeah, you're right. Little safety shot.
Yep. Great shot.
Well executed.
He hit it well. Yeah, sorry. Somebody was asking about the score on the other match. We don't have access to that, so I'm not sure exactly how the other match is going. That's being played here.
Yeah, it's over with, but I'm not sure who won. Yeah, I see my camera wigging out. It's all good.
We got a wigging camera.
Yeah, if we're on what was it, the side view? I don't know. One of the views, yeah. We can see us and my camera was flaking.
Oh, yeah?
I think maybe the... Oh, yeah, see here, the angle cam.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes that'll fix it. And then again, maybe not. So we'll just go back to this view.
All right. Well, Dale has a kick shot for a hit. And unfortunately, there's no safe space here. Or no, he could see. I didn't realize he could see the 3. All right. So
He might have got away with that one.
yeah.
At least as far as like an easy shot on the 15. I think he got away with that.
Yeah. I think Zach's going to play safe here. That's the way he's played thus far.
He called the bank.
Yeah.
But like you say,
kind of a
probably
two-way,
a two-way shot, yep.
But he should be giving up the 1 ball, so it's not that safe of a 2-way. It's a good bank, though. Yeah. Almost
Excellent.
Straight in. Great shot.
Well
and that would
hit.
be a match winner right there.
Yeah, I think this is going to be it. I think we are done.
Yeah.
Matt and I are going to stay locked in the booth because the little man's going to be not happy with himself.
Right. Make a run for it. Yeah.
Bye, I got to go now. See you later.
That'll do it. No 10 ball for tonight, Fred. Sorry.
Nope, no 10 ball. Sorry.
Well played by Zach.
Yes, he shot really well tonight.
He sure did.
Well done.
Zach and Dale made a couple decision mistakes early, in that 8-ball maybe, but boy, it's just tough to come back from that first loss, and truly just shake it off and be able to come back into that second set full speed. So congratulations to Zach on your first round win. Definitely according to Fargo, we have an upset here at 6-12 versus 6-32. So nice work, Zach.
Yep. Well done.
Dale played. I mean, that second set was definitely one-sided. No ifs, ands, buts, or butts
didn't play
about
overly
it.
horrible.
Dale did not play that bad the first set. He played really well.
Yeah.
Honestly, they both did. It just came down to 2 mistakes. Well, that made the difference.
Yep.
And then that seemed to be the momentum that carried through to the second set.
Yeah, and Dale just couldn't, he made a couple great shots, phenomenal shots, and just couldn't get fortunate on the outcome of the shot.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks a lot, everybody, for tuning in.
Yes, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you, Matt, for coming and sitting in the booth with me. Thanks for giving the viewers some great technical insight instead of our usual crap that we talk about around here, but, it's all good.
It was fun.
No, great to have you in the booth. I enjoyed
Likewise. Yep, had a good time.
Well, thank you, everybody. We'll turn the cameras off and go to the roll of credits so we don't watch Dale cry.
That would be good as well.
No, he's not crying. He's congratulating Zach and telling Zach he shot well. So,
of course,
Dale knows a couple minor mistakes he made. So, thank you to everybody. Thank you to all our sponsors. I'll let the sponsors roll a round or two here, and then we'll do the closed curtain and shut down the stream. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.